Hello Cancer, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your August 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So what's going on for the sign of Cancer? What do we need to know? If you're new to my channel, what I like to do is like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what's going on for the sign of Cancer? We have the Devil. Oh God. Alright. I'm going to pull you one more card. I'm really tired of pulling this. The Chariot. Okay, victory over the devil. So that's something that's very important for you right now, Cancer, is having some sort of victory over this addiction and this bondage, this something that's chaining you down right here. What's really important to understand, in a way, let's look at this from the spiritual perspective. The body, the actual physical body, is kind of tied to this earth, right? When you die, your soul is supposed to transcend, but your physical body stays here, right? And it's going to be on this earth that has been given to the devil. What's important to understand about the chariot is that there were prophets who never died in the Bible. They were brought up to heaven in the chariot, right? I think it was 2 of them. So they essentially cheated death. Now, it is said that they will come back to earth and, be killed. However, because it is appointed unto men once to die, that's the whole scenario behind that. But you do cheat a situation with this chariot, and you do have a victory over the devil. You do have a victory over like this bodily being chained down to something. So let's clarify this. What's going on for the sign of Cancer? What do we need to know? I'm going to be using the Revelations Tarot. This deck does have reversals in it. I'm going to pull 3 cards and then clarify them. One more shuffle. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I know a lot of people hate when I bring up the Bible in my readings. Like, people are like, why do you have to mention the Bible so much? Like, here's the thing, though. Like, you cannot read tarot without understanding the Bible. Like, that's really, really important and critical for you to understand. I don't care if you're a Wiccan. I don't care if you're whatever. If you're going to use this method of divination, there are hundreds of other methods of divination out there that involve cartomancy. But if you're going to use tarot, it's important to understand the reason behind the initial meaning of the cards. Okay? They're heavily based in Catholicism. So just wanted to point that out to you. Well, I'm not going to pull all of those, but I will pull those. So we have 5 cards coming out for you. So we have a victory with the 6 of Wands. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the 7 of Cups, the Knight of Cups in reversed, and the Hermit. 3 of Wands in reversed. So the 6 of Wands is having a victory over the devil. That's something that's important for you to understand. Now, you feel stuck right here. You feel chained to a situation. You're like, things are not moving forward. I can't move forward within my life. I'm sad. Poor me. The 7 of Cups, though, is that you're looking at a fantasy. Okay? You've had victory over the devil. But you're looking at the devil still thinking that it's glamorous for some reason. And this Knight of Cups is you saying you don't want to move forward because you'd rather have the fantasy of the 7 of Cups. That's what the Hermit is illuminating to you. The devil cannot actually give you anything because nothing on this earth belongs to the devil. Like, he rules the world, he's on the world. However, God created the world if you look at it from the biblical aspect, right? So nothing on this world is actually from the devil. So if you have a victory over it, why would you be sitting in heaven looking down at the world and saying, oh my gosh, I want to go back there? What is so important about going back to this old devil situation that left you chained before? That's what the Hermit is trying to illuminate to you. You are kind of crying over spilled milk. You're waiting for something to get better within your life. You're waiting for something to happen. But here's the thing. You're going back and looking at things from your past, things that you've already defeated and won. It's kind of like, you're looking at people from your past saying, oh my gosh, I wish I could be with them. I wish I could be with that person over there and this one and that one and whoever, right? But you turned them down in the past because they had toxic traits behind them. But you're looking at them and maybe you found out about their toxic traits later on. You're like, man, I wish I could go back to that. Why? Why would you want to go back to toxic scenarios within your life when you know that they are not real with this Seven of Cups. Granted, some of the cups are real. However, a majority of them are not. It's important to understand that the universe will come in and hand you the one cup of immortality, one of the cups that is good. But it's also important to understand that one of the cups is actually winning, victory. So if you already have the cup of victory, you already saw things for what they are, and you have victory in your hands, why are you sad about that? That's what's important for you to understand. The Hermit is the illumination card. And it could be that you don't have full clarity. It's kind of like you lived the situation, but it was kind of like you were going through the motions. You didn't actually grasp the concept behind it. And maybe that's what's important for you to understand. Let's clarify this energy. What's the Six of Wands? It's going to be kind of a long reading for you. But I actually like Cancers, so I don't mind. Six of Wands, we have the Sun, yeah. With the Five of Wands, you have illumination over the fighting. It's important to understand that these three cards right here are the cards of Leo, all right? The Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands, which is not present, they all follow a sequence of events, all right? 5 people going into an arena to fight amongst one another. And the winner will emerge victorious with the Six of Wands, and he will be able to be paraded around as the gladiator who won this competition. It's important to understand Leo is the only sign that actually rules a physical conflict. None of the other signs, even Aries, the god of war, does not rule a physical conflict, but Leo does. The Sun card is saying you have the illumination that you won a situation. You have, perfect clarity of this victory within your life. You came out on top of something, but you're waiting for something new, and you're going back and glamorizing or romancing the past right here, because nothing new is happening for you. You've had the victory, and you're like, well, what's new? What's next? That's what this Three of Wands is. You're waiting for something to come in, and you don't see anything coming in. But here's the thing. Why are you rushing it? You're just bored right here. The King of Swords with the Two of Cups, something new will come in for you, okay? And it's going to be very, very good for you with this King of Swords. This represents Aquarian energy, you connecting to this Aquarius, or at least connecting to someone who is on this very high skill level right here. This Aquarian energy represents someone who's like a doctor, a lawyer, a judge, someone who has all of these years of schooling behind them, okay? You are connecting at least. It does say on an emotional level with this Two of Cups right here, but you're connecting to this king. And when I talk about connecting to a king as someone who just has it going on, all right? Someone who's not, a page. That's important to understand. There are some people who are pages, and there are some people who are kings in life. I'm not saying that they're going to be royalty and, roll out the red carpet for you, but they're going to have their lives in order, all right? They have their ducks in a row. You're waiting on this King of Swords to show up, but you don't feel like it's going to happen. So you're fantasizing about this Seven of Cups like, oh my gosh, what if I could go back to the past and change things? What if I could have this person or that person, or if I could have had that job and kept this scenario going on? How things could have changed, man, I'm so sad about that, but why? You already have the clarity. You already have the victory in front of you. You already have the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. With the Six of Wands, that's double clarification of Leo right there, just like, you won, the end. You have the Queen of Cups, and you have the Six of Swords. You are playing on your own energy right here. You need to mentally move away from your own energy, Cancer. That's the problem. You are looking at yourself in this Queen of Wands state, your own motherly energy, and even if you're a male, you have this nurturing essence about you, this nurturing aura. Cancers are always going to be Captain Save-A-Hose, and not trying to read you, but that's just the energy. The Queen of Cups right here is, she is a very nurturing person. She wants to give her cup to other people, and it's important to understand that not even the King of Cups has a cup that's as fancy as hers, all right? She has the most fancy cup out of all of the other cup cards. It's even more fancy than the Ace of Cups. So what you have to understand right here is you're emotionally romancing something, but you need to move on from that. You need to be like, okay, I want a situation. I already know who these people are. I already know what this situation is. I'm only doing this because I'm bored. I'm wanting this new connection to this King of Swords, this higher intellect right here. but it's not coming in just yet. Why is the Knight of Cups in reversed here? The King of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Okay. You're really wanting to be with this flashy, fast person. King of Wands is also Leo energy, right? With this Leo energy, what you need to understand, I'm not sure if this is helping you move forward. No, it's saying that you need to connect with the sword energy, which is more important. Yeah. You're upset about this King of Wands right here. This person might have their life in order. All right, let's be real. Someone here probably does have their life in order. They might be a decent person. However, they're not meant for you, okay? That's what you have to understand. King of Wands, let's look at the lifestyle of the King of Wands. King of Wands is a seducer at the core point of things. King of Wands really doesn't have much going on except for the fact that he's attractive and can manipulate people. That is what the King of Wands is, okay? He's smart. He can wage war. He has, the Queen of Wands, which is his counterpart. But once again, the Queen of Wands is not subservient to him. So he's just kind of like his own thing. He's just happy-go-lucky, does whatever he wants to do. Because you have to understand that the Page of Wands, boy or girl, was selected at a very young age to basically be groomed by the kingdom. All right, they do it in countries nowadays. They did it in in the old days. They would pull, the girls out of their houses when they reached a certain age, and they would say, "Hey, you're going to be like concubines to this king," or they'd pull the boys out and say, "You're going to go work for the Hierophant, or which is the Pope, or you're going to be, working under this whoever right here." So essentially, the Page of Wands is a taboo card because it represents someone who at a very young age was preyed upon. That being moved forward into the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands is that these two people use their own powers to manipulate the people around them, and that's who they are now. Okay? Yeah, they're kings and queens, they're sitting on their thrones, but you have to understand that their tragedy is kind of what shaped them into this. All right? They're not as stable as most people want them to be. Yes, they look flashy, they look glamorous when they're on their thrones, when they're, ruling a kingdom. However, they don't have the emotional depth that you probably want right here, okay? They don't have that emotional connections with people. And that's kind of what this Knight of Cups is you're realizing that about this situation. These people move fast. When I see this combination, the King of Wands with this Eight of Wands, this is Sagittarian energy. It's the fastest moving card in the deck. This person burns through people really quickly. They might have their life in order, but they just burn through people. Okay? Maybe you were one of the people that got burned by this person. They might not have even wanted anything to do with you, but you wanted something to do with them, and you're sad. But here's the thing. You know that this person has that devil energy attached to them. Okay? That's what's important for you to understand, Cancer. The Hermit, the Five of Pentacles, and the Strength card. You don't want to be left out in the cold, okay? You want to be surrounded by this strength energy, this bright... It's also another card of Leo. My God, you have a lot of Leo energy here. You basically want to be warm. You don't want to be left on like the cold side of Leo, and that's the thing that you're probably wondering about. Leos can tend to be very, very cold people. Cold, calculated, mean people. All right? That's also this Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. The Strength card is that they do seem to be solid people, and generally they are. However, if they don't want anything, they don't want anything. And this could be a representation. It doesn't have to be a Leo you're dealing with. These are just the cards that are coming out and reading the astrological aspects of them. So, yeah, the card of Taurus, the card of Leo. What you have to understand is that it's just whatever this is, whatever you're fantasizing about, whoever this person is or whatever the situation is, it burns through people fast, okay? It's not stable, and it will leave you out in the cold and leave you wanting and in lack, all right? The Hermit is illuminating to you a very strong strength energy right here, potentially with this King of Swords. Now, here's the thing about Aquarian energy. It's like completely opposite of this King of Wands energy. King of Wands is like burning through people, manipulating them, and it's not like the King of Cups. King of Cups can be an emotional manipulator, but generally tries to come from a good place. King of Wands doesn't really care. King of Swords represents someone who's very in touch with their logical side. However, they can still be very loving people. And that's the thing about Aquarians that people don't understand, is that if you match them on the intellectual level, like if you can actually have a conversation with you, they'll fall in love with you. They'll fall in love with your brain. They'll only want you. Like, that's the thing. People think Aquarians can't be, you know, faithful people. Sometimes they can't be. However, Aquarians, when they meet someone who they truly, truly connect with, they can be very obsessive about that person. All right. And maybe that's what you want within your life, is someone who is always going to be there for you, that emotional security. That's kind of what's coming in for you. That's what you're waiting on. But you're thinking about this very glamorous, devilish energy from the past. And you have to understand, this is very important for you. The devil is as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour, right? That is Leo energy. It's a lion, right? Lion right here. Lions on this card. You have this right here. Now, here's the thing. Are all Leos bad? No. Are all Leos going to be very fast, move through people, kind of burn down a situation? No. However, with your card combinations coming out with the Devil, the King of Wands, the Eight of Swords, just very, very fast-moving energy, yeah, like that's what this is. This is the negative connotation of that card. Because, you know, you have the negative, you have the reverse, and you have the uprights. I don't personally like reading in reverse because I think comboing cards is easier. And reading in reverse, like, it doesn't really do anything. It's like, if you're going to get a bad reading, you're going to get bad reading, regardless, alright? So, it's not that I can't do it, it's just personally, So, what I'm seeing right here is that you know you've had victory in the past. You know this situation, you know who the person is, but you're looking back saying, I want this. But here's the thing, Cancer. You're not supposed to have it, alright? The world, yeah. You're supposed to end this cycle and move on to a new cycle. You have the Page of Wands. We just talked about that, and the Queen of Swords. I'm telling you the truth right here. When I see the Queen of Swords coming out in a reading, that's exactly what I'm supposed to be telling you. I told you the story of the Page of Wands. That's the clarification with the Queen of Swords. The reader is coming and speaking the truth with you with this Queen of Swords energy. That's how I view the card. She does represent Libra energy, very balanced, very fair, very just, all right? She speaks the truth. That's it. She speaks facts. It's facts on the Page of Wands. Page of Wands grows up to be Queen and King of Wands. They have positives, they have their negatives. It depends on how you view it. Can you view it as like, hey, these people went through a really tragic backstory and they rose to power? Or can you view it as like, wow, that's just really sad all the way through? Like, it's not something that can be rationalized, really. Seven of Cups, Ten of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Here's the thing. If you want this situation to change for you, you have to let go of this burden of this Seven of Cups, of this fantasy. You're really wanting to try to make, you know, I hate saying it like that, but like a whore into a housewife, that's not going to happen, all right? You can't make a scenario of whatever this is work for you. But the Wheel of Fortune is here, which is Sagittarian energy, to spin you into a new cycle. Now, how does this cycle happen for you? The Six of Wands. It is just a victory, all right? Your victory, Chariot, Eight of Cups. They're moving towards you. They're moving towards you in this scenario right here. Okay? They're moving slowly, whatever. But they're still moving. That's what's important for you to understand. Page of Swords, maybe you can even see it. No, you can't see it. I got the Two of Swords right here. You can't see it. You want to have signs, but you can't see the signs. That's what's important for you to understand, is like, maybe there are signs all around you, but you're being blocked off to the signs. It's like, unless the universe was to show you the face of the person, you wouldn't know. However, you might see a name everywhere you go, and you might think, as just a name, and it might actually be the name of the person you're supposed to be with. Or you might see, you know, I don't know, animals like a bunch of deer. You see a deer every single night, and then, you know, you meet the person, they're like, yeah, a deer is my favorite animal, kind of thing. Like, that's the energy behind this. You're not paying attention to all the little hints that are being given to you. Sorry, my thing went down to 10%. So, but they are moving forward to you. The Magician, the Lovers, the Heart, yeah. They're moving towards a new higher commitment with you. That's what's important to understand, that the universe is actually working for you, Cancer. It is. Just stop glamorizing things from your past. You have a victory, double, triple clarification, quadruple clarification. You have six of wands, 2 clarifications of the Chariot. You have the Sun card coming out. You have Aquarian energy. It's important to understand that Aquarius rules the stars and the sun is ruled by Leo. There are a lot more suns when you look at the stars, right? Because technically a sun is really just our closest star. So I kind of feel like this is, you know, all that in a bag of chips, this King of Swords right here. So with this Magician, the Lovers, and the Hierophant, you're connecting and possibly getting that, you know, commitment that you truly want. This could be in a job connection, a love connection, whatever. Because here's the thing, this Magician represents what you're striving for. Like, what are you working for right now? Are you putting an effort into finding love? Are you putting an effort into finding a job? Are you putting an effort into whatever? Because that's what the Magician is. It's all possibilities, right? He has the possibility to be whatever he wants. So whatever you're focusing on right here, you're being divinely connected to the Hierophant. Divinely connected is Adam and Eve with this Lover's energy. It doesn't always have to be love, okay? That's what you have to understand. I don't do love readings. With this Hierophant, it's connecting you to this higher power, this higher order. Hierophant is representation of the Pope. Once again, military law, legal systems, whatever. Law is legal systems, but you get the gist. So you are connected. Just do not fall off the path. Stop glamorizing it, okay? And I kind of feel like that's the illumination that you need with this sunlight energy, is that we're in Leo season now, all right? Leo's all about, you know, hey, it is what it is. The end. So we have travel and dreams. Maybe you've seen this person in your dreams. Like, maybe this person has, you know, it's like deja vu. Maybe pay attention to your dreams. Maybe you met someone in your dreams and you're like, wow, deja vu. I finally meet this person. This is actually the person I'm supposed to be with. And you meet them in real life. You're like, oh my God. Like, or whatever it is. It could be a job scenario. It could be whatever. Person, place, thing. But traveling to see you in your dreams. Or they could actually be traveling with this 8 of Cups and this Chariot. Chariot can also be representation of like a vehicle moving. So victory, moving away from this connection to find happiness somewhere else. So I feel like this person is not happy where they are. So they're looking for, oh my gosh, there's the math right there. I finally found the math. Okay, so the 8 of Cups is leaving an emotional situation because you have a solid foundation, but you're not happy because 8 is not the complete 10, right? However, with these 2 of Cups right here, you have 9 and 10, right? That's what's important to understand. We also have the, where is it? That was probably a different reading. I'm getting confused. I do a lot. Hold on. Yeah, it was a different reading. So yeah, this is a complete 10 right here, the 10 of Cups. So what you have to understand is that this person is not finding happiness where they are, so they're traveling. They're like, I don't find happiness where I am, whatever. So you have to kind of wait on this person, Cancer. You can't force them, but they are traveling. You might see them in your dreams. You might be energetically connected to them. You might be having deja vu. Okay, that's important to understand too. So let me get you a couple of Halloween Oracle cards. Scrying, intuition, vampire, emotional intelligence. Okay. So, hold on. Cards are falling over. Use your intuition right here, okay? When I say scry into a mirror, it's funny because vampires couldn't see in mirrors because they had silver backings. But anyway, try to use your intuition. Look into a mirror. Really, really connect with yourself. Look into your eyes. That's the best way to scribe, right? Looking into your eyes for a very long period of time, and it can trip you out because your face starts to morph and change. But here's the thing. That's a hypnosis effect. You're putting yourself under hypnosis, all right? Leos love mirrors because their image glamorizes them. That's something that a lot of people don't understand about why Leos are so vain, is that Leos are actually very, because they're ruled by the King of Wands, which is a magic card. King of Wands is one of the most magical cards because they're actually witches, all right? Queen of Wands, King of Wands are both witches. They use their powers, they harness their energy to take control of people. So that's kind of like that emotional intelligence as well as that what they have. They have that manipulation ability about them. So use your own intuition to recognize emotional vampires within your life. Why do you connect with this person? Like, why are you thinking about these, emotional connections of these Seven of Cups? Because that's kind of what, 5, 6, 7, yeah. This is Scorpio energy. Scorpio are kind of like the emotional vampires as well. A lot of people could say that they look like them. So that's what I'm seeing for you right here, is recognize the emotional intelligence of other people and how they're using it to prey on you. All right? Maybe that's why you feel trapped within this Seven of Cups energy. With this scrying intuition, think about it. Really, really think hard about this situation. With this intuition, or not intuition, this emotional intelligence, this can be seen as two different things, okay? This person that you could be connecting with, who you could be connecting with, could be very good for you. They could know exactly what turns you on, what makes you happy, whatever, right? Whatever this situation is, person, place, or thing. However, with this emotional intelligence card is understand using your own emotional intelligence to see through things, see through people as well, okay? This person you could be connecting with could be, very keen on how you think and how you operate. That's something important about the King of Swords. So, very odd combination right there. Let's look at the Awakened cards. If you have a really, really weird dream, write it down, okay? Because here's the thing, your dreams are your subconscious trying to speak to you. And you might have a fucking weird-ass dream, like you're on planet Mars, on a Ferris wheel, eating a corn dog, and it's raining meteors, and then someone says something, and that thing stands out. Like, the dream was fucking bizarre, right? But someone said something to you that was, like, very weird in the dream, and you remembered it. Write it down so you don't forget it, okay? It could be a name, could be a phrase, whatever. That's something that's very important. That could be that Ace of Swords right there, that thing, or that, that Two of Swords with that Page of Swords that you're being blocked off to. That could be a message for you. So your Awakened cards are nature gems. Go outside, take a walk, touch grass, and this ground, yeah. So, with nature gems right here, focus on, nature that's around you. Go take a walk. Go breathe. If you feel like you're trapped, just get out and move, all right? But do it in nature. Actually go outside. Put your feet in the grass. Actually touch it, okay? And I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'm saying, actually, let your feet touch the ground, like barefoot. Try to feel like some sort of emotional relaxation right there. Now, did I get you everything? No, I didn't. Okay, hold on. We have Custodianship, Gnome, and Blackbird Omens. Okay, so with the Gnome Custodianship, what you need to understand right here is that Cancer, you do clean up a lot of people's messes. That's kind of like what a custodian does, all right? You might need to stop doing that. With this Blackbird Omens, maybe you are in a life of service. Maybe, you joined a group of people. You could be in the military, whatever, and you're in service of other people. You could be a police officer. The chariot also kind of represents the police. Omens represents, pay attention to, the birds that you see, okay? If you see, a crane, it's an omen. If you see sunshine, rain, that's an omen. If you see a rainbow, once again, that's also an omen. Pay attention to those things, all right? If you see a blackbird squawking and they all of a sudden fly up, that is something that's, kind of menacing and ominous. Pay attention to all of these things. These are little keys that are being offered to you as to who the King of Swords is. You're trying to find out what this situation is, well, it's being offered to you. Pay attention to everything that is around you right now. if you're trying to figure it out, it's almost kind of like, if you can figure it out, the person comes into your life. And it's kind of like the universe is trying to keep you guessing. And the more you keep guessing, the more you keep going back to your past. It's like the universe is saying, stop. Just stop. All that shit is emotional vampirism that's just trying to hold you back. Pay attention to all of the signs, the synchronicities, all these little things. It's going to show you. And then once you figure it out, you're like, oh my God, I'm so dumb. Like, that's what it's going to be like for you. One, Joe. Joy and happiness, harmony and partnerships, positive family relations, and good teamwork. Like, you're going to have a clarity moment. And then it's like, after you have that sudden clarity, the person shows up and you're like, wow, really? Maybe you know this situation, this person, this thing, this job. Like, it's like right in front of you, but you don't know. You have fehe, cattle, success, abundance, opportunity, good fortune, earned wealth. Did I miss a word? I feel like I missed a word. Opportunity? I don't know if I said that. Spiritual meaning, fulfillment, growth, and expansion. Okay? So, things are going to change for you. Understand that you've gone through victories. You're going to have more victories within your life. It's okay. Stop glamorizing BS from the past. These people move fast. Okay? Happens. Sometimes you get caught up by a fly-by-night. We've talked about that before. But stop glamorizing it. Stop being, that watery sign where you're just trying to, you can't take care of all the animals in the world and you can't save all the animals. And sometimes what's important to understand is that some of those animals are actually predators and, they look cute and cuddly, but they're not. Like, I've always wanted to pet a hippo, and then I found out that they're not actually fucking vegetarians. Like, that song lied to me. They'll eat you. Like, bears have cute little ears. That's what you have to understand right here, Cancer. Not every animal needs to be taken care of. Not every person needs to be taken care of. Some people are just, they are what they are. So, the end of the situation. So, find this new King of Swords for you. Find this situation, something that can cater to you. And I feel like that's what you want, is you have a hyper-masculine energy coming in. Remember, tarot is gender neutral. You can be a Cancer represented by the divine feminine mother and be a male. You just have more nurturing energy. And you could be a hardcore Aquarius energy, which is, very masculine. And it could be a female, someone who's just very, fixed, ingrained. This is how things go. This is how life should be. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z every single day. This is my pattern. This is my lifestyle. I'm not changing it for you. So that's what you need to understand right here. So stop being so rigid. Stop trying to save all the animals. You can't do that. So anyway, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.